Okay. And we are live. So once again, yesterday during the stream, a lot happened. We were on the side of the bandits for a while. We had to go around helping out the camp before they tried to depart. However, on the next day, there was a siege. Well, it wasn't more like a storming of the castle they were holding up at. The enemy had bombards, or cannons, or whatever the official name is for gunpowder siege weapons. So they didn't last long, but we managed to escape from our jail after being tortured. We got our revenge on Thoth, got Radzig's sword again, and now we've escaped to Kuttenberg, where we're supposed to go around getting some allies because Sigismund is gathering his allies in the regions and we're supposed to harass them. Anyway, let's get going. Boop. Alright. We just made our way to this castle, which is supposed to be helping us out, but Margrave, Jobst, and What's-His-Face are here, while the Dry Devil, our ally, is nowhere to be found.
Very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotsdorf.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin.
Ooh.
If you get my meaning.
Sigismund.
Perfectly, my lord.
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Look, Catherine's already sat down over here. I would like to eat some food. The minor food poisoning I have isn't helping. So do we talk? Do I sit and take a bite to eat? Catherine, what the...
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
Ah, the journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
The Prague forces?
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
It's not much of a militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trotsky?
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies,
Oh boy.
reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
We just met once.
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hannett in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinnek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while. At my invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Was? So he's no longer here? Thank Christ.
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinnek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'm surprised. They quarreled, did they?
Let's just say that after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What were they doing here?
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone.
More banditry.
It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hinnek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What do you think of the situation?
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
Not really.
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say.
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow.
Ooh.
I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to.
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Any news of Capon or Liechtenstein?
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
Guess I'll go to bed, question mark?
Suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door.
That helps.
First, eat your fill, all of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed.
I would like that.
I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Deal. Can I eat? I can. Have some food. Maybe I had a bit of food poisoning for nothing. That's stealing. Mutt should eat something too. I can give him a roasted chicken leg. Gamekeeper's letter. Yoink. For the cheese. Some free bacon. And roasted chicken. That'll help. Let's eat. Yeah, we could use 50 nourishment points. There we go. Let me go and find Mutt. Hey Mutt.
Look what I have for you.
Here's a chicken leg. Let's go take a bath. This is the house? Bathhouse proprietor. I can trade with them. Not much. What can I sell? My rings. I'll sell those, I guess. Actually, I can't because they have 35 bucks. Which is not enough for anything, really. Also, I did change out my outfit a bit. Nothing major. Alright.
Thanks, and have a nice day, friend.
What do I look like without my coat on? I always keep asking myself that. It's alright. I wish I had an actual cuirass, a breastplate like all the others.
What are you here for today?
A bath, please. Oh, I can't take a bath? Bath? Oh, Susanna. Bath,
Lord
please.
Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Deal.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
You enjoy a bath. Nice. We could use a bath.
Master, eh, doggy?
And we now have 21 charisma, which is not much higher than whatever. Not much higher than what we used to have. Before I change out my clothes. Now let's go back and see if we can find our bedroom. It's late at night, and we're slowly dying of food poisoning, so should be bad. Should be fine. It said it was upstairs. Hey Mutt. And that's my room. Let me store some stuff. Please store some ammo, I guess, that I don't need. Nah, I can sell that. Please store some of these potions. Savior Schnapp, Painkiller Brew, Chamomile Brew, Cockrell, Digestive Potions. There we go. I can keep some of these books. I can store this map. I have to read the gamekeeper's letter. I'm gonna store the iron. And some of these bandages. That should do it. Let's look at the gamekeeper's orders or message or whatever. To the esteemed Lord Peter of Pliszek, I would like to depart this world without informing you of a matter that greatly troubles me. I recently visited the old hunting lodge near Billany and was deeply dismayed by its deplorable condition. Once a beautiful and early building where you yourself was a frequent guest, it now is left at the mercy of the wild animals, overgrown and fallen into ruin. I earnestly ask you to take care of all about the memories of your shared youth, to reach out to the new owner, the monastic authority, to arrange for its restoration. Rinesh, the former gamekeeper. Me learn Lullaby Potion, which I can because I already know it, I guess. What about the Huntsman Lodge? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't know. This is supposed to be the Kuttenberg region, so I'm gonna guess most of the map is taken by Kuttenberg. Jeez, that's far away. Alright then. Anyway, let's have a nap. Oh, it's a pre-programmed nap. Alright then. Until 8 o'clock. Here we are. What? Oh, another dream / nightmare. Henry has a lot more of these in this game. You only had a couple in the last game.
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next? Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Burgov. And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened. It's what I want. Are you sure, Henry?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
What about Catherine? I don't think he's gonna want to see her.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Ugh. Very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast.
Ooh.
In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
Seems like there's some rough discipline here.
Oh, I see. You may leave. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
I keep losing my outfit that I just put together. Crossbow. Put the bolt too. We only have 3 bolts left. Gonna need to have more. Wait a second. It took over my sneaking outfit. Okay, 1 second. I'll put back together the sneaking outfit in that case. Obviously take down the halberd. Boop. Okay, that's pretty sneaky, but the noise is still too high. Why is that? Oh, because the brigandine. There we go, much better. Alright. Where's the breakfast? Is that a breakfast? It's a ton. Take it all. I can give some to Mutt. Amazing. And we're just a tiny little bit hungry. That's too much. I can drink some beer. Yoink. Hey, Mutt.
Here you go.
Chicken legs. Aw. Doggo. Weird how Mutt doesn't show up during the main quests often. For some reason. Oh, we have a quest marker. Can't go inside this door.
Fields are ready, our barns are empty, all our ale's gone.
And the women folk are pissed off.
Admirable.
Aye, and Sigismund's
If
lounging
Sigismund
about
and
in
his
the
army
monastery,
happens to
shagging the nuns while we suffer.
That's impossible.
There's the
Not
Jiska.
only is it possible,
Why wouldn't
it's
he?
happening.
No, I mean the
He's
bit
the
about
king's
shagging the
Mintmaster.
nuns.
And
Mintmaster.
everyone knows he's on Wenzel's
Money.
side.
Yes, but
No,
But I'm
that's
sure you're
what I
not
meant at all.
afraid of him.
Fucking
right.
Hey,
Let the
look,
ginger fox
let's just
come.
drop
The
our
Ginger
lord and
Fox.
say something
Back
you'll
his
regret.
army.
I quite like
Kind of badass
For
name.
most of them, at least.
What?
I'm just a simple village woman. But the wall above the gate is crumbling like stale bread.
This is where the game intro was started.
And the towers. The local villagers have them stuffed with hay.
But, good wife, you don't...
Well.
Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison, and mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Meh?
Well, your grandfather was right. A castle with a weak garrison is no good for anything. But your men... I'd say the girls from our village would do a better job of defending the place. What did you say, you bastard? Why don't you show us how it's done, then? Now that we have Großer Meister among us, we should make use of him, shouldn't we?
Deal.
Sure. If it'd make you happy.
Show us what you're made of, my knight.
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Are you fighting with wooden weapons? Nope. Set him attack first. Bleh. That was definitely bleeding. I gotta look at my combo. I keep trying to pull out the up side combo. I don't have access to my inventory.
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing. Gut gemacht. You have my admiration.
You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow.
Ooh,
I even think it's von Berghoff's.
I'll take that.
I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zhishka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
Mm-hmm. Are my clothes back? Ah, thank God. Let's look at these crossbows. Whoa, it's much, much better. Much better. Way better. That's as good as my gun, I think. Oh, no. Almost as good as the gun. Well, I'll take it. Anyway, let me look at my combos, because I keep trying to pull one off that doesn't happen. Up, up, left. Yeah, this one. Weird.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Another quest? I just did one, didn't I? By the same guy. The captain. Hey.
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
We heard that in the last game.
His dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army?
Yes.
Trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
How do I get to Sigismund?
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there.
Man, we've gone to
Listen
one.
closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Did they attack you?
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Messerles and a pot of it. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
Tell me about the Kuttenberg region. That sounds like a good idea.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. Diese Banditenbanden have settled in there.
Bandits.
A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. So God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg? That's a good question.
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
Where is the Hungarian army camped?
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
And they've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come
And the dog
attack
wants out.
town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatowitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
Ew.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village, and that's no surprise.
I think we're gonna read. I want to read about the Kuttenberg conquest.
How's it going, Captain?
We just unlocked it in the
Any
codex.
work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Siska.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Scheißkerl Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately. Aber warte. Actually, there is one thing. You ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosch. He might have eine Aufgabe for you. See, someone poached a white roebuck
Oh,
in his
poaching
territory
again.
the other day.
A white roebuck? That's a rare sight.
Ja, and Dobrosch takes it as a personal offense. So go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, ja. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles. I don't have anything else.
All right. Thank
That's
you.
pretty good. He's like a bailiff, giving out quest markers. Oh, the huntsman's over there? That's nearby, but it's outside the castle, so I won't be able to go there, I think. Actually, I am able to go there. It's just not a bailey, it's fine. Oh, a smithy. Smith man.
God bless.
Sell me stuff.
Well, blacksmith.
Worse and worse, friend. Since Sigismund came this way, I've had so much work I hardly sleep. You know, everyone suddenly realized that the blunt, rusty weapons they have at home aren't worth shit.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Okay, let's first sell all the stuff I can. He has 50 bucks. Nice. I can just sell my arrows, I guess. This is not much use to me. Alright, then let's see what we can buy. Ether shields. Mail hood with coat of arms. A tall kettle hat. Gambesons. Magdeburg cuirass. Simple brigandines. I didn't have like the short vest these guys often wear in the cutscenes. Well, nothing I really want.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Let me see if I take off my coat what it looks like. The stuff he has to sell.
What do you need?
Oh, do we need repairs, by the way? Some of us... No, I can just sharpen the sword. Not sure about the dagger. I mean, I can service my stuff, why not? For like 60 bucks.
Great. Happy to be of service.
And then I
How
can...
I help you?
I can just make some more money. He has 80 bucks. What can we sell us about 80 bucks? The Noble's Gauntlets. We lose a bit, but that's fine.
I was glad to be of help.
Okay, and he didn't have any ammo. Anyway. Let's go to the Huntsman. There he is, the gamekeeper, excuse me. Maybe he can sell me stuff too.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I need arrows. Damn it, he won't sell me
What goes
stuff.
on in the forest, Huntsman?
There are poachers prowling in the woods, a band led by this ginger-headed Mach of Marshowitz. They've been causing trouble for quite some time, but now they've really overdone it.
What
A
happened?
band, huh?
They killed a rare white roebuck that lived in our woods. Killed and skinned it. Sir Peter of Pisek put a bounty on their heads. The bounty's yours if you help me track them down.
Deal.
I must say, I've never seen a white roebuck before.
It's an exceedingly rare animal. It was beautiful. Its hide was white as snow. Sir Peter forbade hunting it, but I wouldn't have even if I could. Killing an animal like that is bad luck.
Who are the poachers? He said he knew them.
Do you know any more about these poachers?
They're led by some fella called Markov Marshevitz, and they fancy themselves some kind of a brotherhood. From what I've heard, they showed up in the village below the castle a couple of times trying to sell venison. Guards always sent them packing. Our knacker, Wolfram, was the only one who talked to them.
Do you think they're involved?
That knacker, Wolfram. Do you think he had anything to do with the dead roebuck and the poachers?
Oh, he has a dishonourable profession, true enough. And he sells hides and meat wherever he can. But having the gall to work with poachers, I don't think so. He's on thin enough ice as it is, being a knacker and all. If his lordship found out he had anything to do with it, he'd have him hanged. But he might know something about that band.
Deal.
All right, huntsman. I'll try to track the poachers down. Maybe they haven't sold the hide yet, and I'll be able to find it.
Excellent. And if you mete out capital punishment on the spot, all the better. Every member of that band carries a squirrel tail on them. Probably a badge of their hunting prowess. Bring them to me as evidence.
Where should I look for
How
these
does he know all
poachers?
that?
Ah, that's the hard part. I'm sure they have a hideout in the woods around here, but you'll have to track them down yourself. If you don't know what to do, you can try to get something out of the knacker.
Thanks for the advice.
God be with
Well,
you.
we have a quest for when we leave the village. The white roebuck. We can do that later. Also, I should untrack all the quests from back in the other region. Yeah, okay, different region. Okay, it's fine. It's already untracked. Anyway,
Oh, it's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
I'm fine.
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
You're fine.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are we expecting trouble?
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
That's why.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Well, time to go.
I'll be going then.
Let me put on my coat again for the charisma. Is it good charisma if I put on the coat? Eh, it doesn't change much. This one really hurts. This coat of armor coats really hurts. Go to the banquet hall for an audience. Can I have another bath? Probably not. We'll just have to be a bit bloody. Sir. The fancy sir.
Henry.
Second time
Where's
meeting.
Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Berghoff at Trotsky?
It was pretty bad.
Berghoff had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Berghoff's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Well, it wasn't the best circumstances to meet Zhizka in. They sent him to the Trotsky region to cause problems, and our paths happened to cross. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zhizka orders? Do you know?
That guy.
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
How come you don't know?
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
Bear in mind that my dear cousin, His Majesty King Wenceslas, has many supporters, and each of them has their own ideas about how to defend him.
It's complicated. It won't end well.
That might not end well. My ma used to say, when two different people do the same thing, it's not the same thing.
Your mother was clearly a wise woman. Nonetheless, I've heard you've had another proverb in Bohemia. Too many dogs means death for the hare.
Well, if the same applies to the ginger fox, I'm all for it.
Time will tell. Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching.
Oh boy.
What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we
By
lost the
Zhizka.
letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Berghoff refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
Not only Capon.
Not only for him, sir. I may be just a bastard, but that doesn't mean I'm used to begging at castle gates dressed in rags.
Of course, but there is a difference between disgrace for a commoner...
Maybe I shouldn't tell this
for
guy
a
everything.
lord chosen by God. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Maybe I should be keeping some information, but I can go with Istvan Toth.
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat.
Pretty
There
much.
should be no dealings with his ilk.
I won't bring that up.
And do you want to tell me anything else? Besides about Toth?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon. And I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Didn't say nothing? No, it's fine.
Well, although it wasn't me who told him, von Berghoff did get certain information.
What information?
About Liechtenstein. that he's in Kuttenberg. And what he's doing there. I'm really sorry, sir. But... well, they tortured us.
That is truly unfortunate. But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their tongue under torture.
Seems everybody understands.
But Lord Liechtenstein... what if they killed him because of us?
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
What about Hans?
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here.
More paper for him
Oh,
to
there's
sign.
plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and
It's
goodbye.
not on us, the consequences are going to be on his master, because we gave him the information.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Infiltrate the castle.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg.
No.
Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, We'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go!
So we don't get to go around tracking the poachers? Oh boy, that's a nope.
Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
So all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
That could take ages.
And if the devil and his band have racked up some debts, it could get a hell of a lot more complicated.
So, where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum.
They really
I
don't
was
like
looking
having
for
to
the
do
devil,
that.
Or at least someone who knows something about him. That's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
What do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
Same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready.
That didn't end
Meantime,
well.
hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is alright.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hanish alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
Let's... Nah.
The road's quiet. The surroundings are pretty. Why rush? At least we won't be so conspicuous.
If you say so.
We can look around. Though we are speeding up. And we're moving fast enough as it is. The road east is towards Gutenberg. And there's the village up ahead. It's really not that far. These are some pretty empty fields though. And the grass is a lot less green. It's more dry, I guess. Probably. Okay, let me look at the events of the codex we just unlocked. Events. Christ of the late Middle Ages. Abduction of Margrave of Procrop. Moravia was plagued by wars between the brothers and Jobs of Luxembourg. In 1402, at issues with the legacy and power of a dynasty that had aspired to be to the Polish and Hungarian crowns. At the death of Charles IV, both brothers would support the policies of a Hungarian king Sigismund, but when he imprisoned Wenceslas, Procop sided with the Bohemian king. In return, he was granted the rights to occupy episcopal castles, which are castles by the church, which led to his excommunication by the Pope, and subsequent capture by Sigismund. In 1402, Sigismund again imprisoned Wenceslas and tricked Procop into captivity in Pressburg. That same year, Jobst switched sides from Sigismund to support Albert of Austria and Hungary, where an anti-royalist uprising had just begun, aiming for the release of his brother and the Czech king. Procop gained his freedom through a peace agreement, brokered between Sigismund and Jobst. The fraternal conflict between Jobst and Procop led to anarchy in Moravia. After Procop's death, Jobst became the sole ruler of Moravia, and he gradually dealt with his cousins. In 1411, Jobst died childless, just as Procop had done, and the title of Margrave reverted to Wenceslas. And then the conquest of Gutenberg. While Wenceslas was imprisoned in Vienna, Sigismund attacked Gutenberg. The city remained loyal to the king, and the miners in particular defended the city tenaciously. When they finally surrendered, they had to follow Sigismund to his camp to kneel before him. Eventually, they had to pay him huge sums of money to prevent the city from being plundered. By capturing the city, Sigismund seized the largest silver deposit in the country, which enabled him to continue his campaign. When King Wenceslas IV returned to the throne, he estimated the wealth seized by Sigismund at 1 million gold coin. At the time of our game, the city is under Sigismund's control, though the army itself is camped elsewhere. The top officials and members of the city council have been replaced, But otherwise, the city has been left to its own self-government. Good to know. We're still in 1402. From what I remember from the game's introduction. Is that a village over there? A bunch of rocks? What is that over there? Let's spur the horses.
Shouldn't we speed up? We won't get there before dark like this.
What's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the scenery?
I do.
Right. Why hurry? There's plenty of time.
Henry just contradicts himself. Look at that, we've traversed half the map already. Oh, maybe not half the map. Most of the map. Some of the map. The map. The scenery is not that great compared to the Trotsky region. I wonder if there's gonna be a third region. I doubt it. I know we can forge weapons, but I don't think we can forge armor pieces. So our skill, the one that gives us extra legendary weapon quality, will only be useful for me to make myself another longsword. I can't make legendary armor pieces. Almost there at the village. I don't see Gutenberg in the distance or anything. Though we should be heading towards it right now. I wonder how big it is. Here we are. Another village. Oh, they're building houses. Look at that. Miskowicz.
Slow down, you idiot.
Hopefully this is the place. Oh wait, is that not the place? We're moving on to another village again? Oh boy. Well. Nah, I really wish I fast traveled. I think I can see the city in the distance. It's hard to say. I don't know what it looks like. You could see Trotsky Castle all around in the Trotsky region, pretty much. It was quite distinctive. Are we there yet? I don't think we are. Oh, and the hamlet down there. How much distance have we traversed? Man, decent chunk. Look at that. We've made halfway across the map. Takes a while. What is that in the distance? A crossroad. It was... Is that a tower? That's a house over there, isn't it? Or is it just a really big dirt mound? The region is rich in silver. Apparently. Oop. No, it's still a house. That's a weird design. Definitely unique. What the... An inn? Oh, another village. Well, we discovered 3 villages today. Can I teleport back to the first village, or... Did I discover the fast travel point over there? No, I did discover it. Good. This one was raised. Poor Sean. Only one of the houses was burned down. Strange. I'm not sure if they're rebuilding or just building, you know, regular building. Also, this is still not the place. We're still not there yet. The grass is greener here. Yeah, I wasn't just making it up. It is greener here. Or it was yellower back there. Takes a while. No, I really wish I was fast traveling. How did he learn about this location? Unless he already knew about it. Oh? Is this it? A random inn? In the middle of the woods? The Devil's Den.
I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain.
We'll see.
Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry.
Why is my sword unsheathed already? This guy has both a sword and a mace.
You had it coming, you drunk. Hang on, I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life.
Yeah, you don't have any helmets. We'll be fine.
You might have noticed. There's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Ooh. Alright then. I wish I could do... I think if I get a better belt, I can do something like Jiska to have... To have two weapons, main weapons. Oh! They're much better fighters. Can't switch my position fast enough to pull off a master strike.
Look, we'll finish this quickly.
Boom!
You're not only an idiot, you're an idiot.
There he goes.
Pray.
Boop.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
Katrin?
That doesn't matter now.
Huh?
Your eye?
Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's
Interesting.
nice. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catch bowls would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Shishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Who's the devil anyway? Is it you? Is it just you and the devil here?
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where are they?
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Eva and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Where?
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get in there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month?
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance.
Seems like we really want
We'll wait for
the
them
devil
and
to be
free the
dead,
devil.
actually.
He
The
wouldn't
world would be better
dozen
off with him
armed
dead.
guards. We're only 3, so unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Ooh.
You got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hit them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great. At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot.
Oh boy, we're all doing this right now.
And don't let him talk your ear off.
Hey, time to do some evil stuff. To release a guy that's definitely better off dead. Okay, well, let me equip the hand cannon. The corpse have disappeared already. Where's... Oh. There you are, herring. Hey, Kubienka. Can you follow? Okay.
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
Do it.
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
Wow.
Your wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to...
You're an awful person.
Frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another war. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'll gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived. And the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, carpe diem.
So you're a
Carpe
mercenary,
diem.
cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher.
I'm a man of many. You know what?
A man of many debts and drinks.
Oh, come on. You do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
Mm-hmm. So many drunkards. Can I reload my gun while we're doing this? Can I shoot while on horseback?
Quick!
I think the answer is no to that. Nope. Doesn't work. I think we can only use bows and crossbows on horseback. The handgun's too much. Probably gonna scare a herring too anyway. Anyway, let's keep going. How much of the map have we traversed? We're doing like a big circle. Look at that. We're going all over except Gutenberg. Well, we made it. Near. Bye. Oh no, it's just the pee time.
I just better not piss on my boots or trip over. Oh, almost done. Oh, not done yet. Finally.
It's like between my hand and my gun is where the bullet's actually gonna hit.
There's a path about the stream leading to it. There were also some pretty rocks. But you can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Anna could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand.
Let's try and hunt this deer. Did I get him? I got him! Okay. I can aim. Not sure. It's a bit hard. It's a bit hard. Anyway.
Come here.
Yo.
What are we gonna do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much, but we called it home.
Oh, this mess?
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders. By the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea.
Oh boy.
A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're gonna dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel.
I got
There
one.
used to be one by Janner's tent.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it until he woke up covered in caterpillars.
Ew.
Come on then. We don't have much time.
We have a spade. So down by the stream near an uprooted tree. in boulders.
Be quick. It is already taking us longer than we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried him. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lonegil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Around here somewhere. I can take something from the stag while we wait for him to move around. Some meat for Mutt in itself. Not 56 bits of meat though. That's way too much. Just like this. Could be enough.
Listen, lad.
No.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Nah. Do it.
Why don't you go yourself?
Ah, the water is cold and the bottom is slippery. I do not want to get wet.
But if I get wet, that's all right, eh?
Not just all right. Downright splendid.
No.
We're moving. No stalling.
Ah, you have as much fun as watching grass grow.
Anyway, I'll just take it for myself. Yoink. We're kind of on a mission to save somebody's life. Who's an awful person. A super mega bandit. The worst human being in Bohemia. Many titles. Oh. I found another spot. Somebody's corpse. Ooh, armor. Not great armor, but I'll take it.
God, it's Algonia. Who the hell dug you up? Do you know how much trouble you gave us, you tub of lard?
Didn't I just loot? Something I wanted to check out. Oh, the smooth caress. It's basically worse than my brigantine. But what does it look like? Nah. Nah. Put the coat back on. Keep the brigandine. Oh, another spot. These guys really love to dig. So much stuff. Huh. Hey, carefully had handguns.
Fucking bitch. Did someone beat us to it? But it looked...
No, it's fine. There was some wrapped handguns. Gunsmith's kit. Boop. Tailor's kit. Boop. Cobbler's kits. Boop. Armorer's kits. Boop.
It's like I...
It's fine.
I found them. I've got the hand cannons.
You found them by yourself? We might as well ride off then, eh?
Yes, please.
Are you riding with me, or do you...
We'll ride together. But no more delays.
As master commands. Mount up.
Also, the blood on my hood has been dripping down my hood for a while now, which is kind of interesting. Where did these guys keep getting handguns? Both the Devil and Jiska. They have to have a supplier. And it's not a very popular weapon, at least not widespread use.
I think I've heard that one before. To hell with the hand cannons. Don't you want to get on the road and sing to the convoy? They'd bleed out of their ears and we'd be done.
Nice. It doesn't say anything. We just stopped him from singing. Oh well. What an amazing song. Not a good song. The other one was better. Isn't he sobering up by now? Hope so. Oh, that's better. Mud, shut up. I didn't mean to do that. I want to make Mud shut up. Oh, that's the gorge. Let me just let the dog out. Go doggy.
Yes?
Please disembark. Please disembark. Thank you.
It's all right. My sixth, or whatever.
Whatever. Here's a couple of men.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
Hey, he's lost he's got his eye back.
The next time you want to send me looking for something with Kubienka, just kill me. You'll save me a lot of suffering.
Did we find those cannon? We did. So stop whining.
When you spend more time with Kubienka, you'll realize he's not doing it on purpose. He's just a prick.
Aye. Hey!
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Put it on fire.
We rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it, right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
That's a classic hostile tactic, I think.
It's hard to say how much time we have.
So,
in the future.
Kubienka, take half
Handguns and wagons.
The rest will stand on the other side.
Well, not really handguns, but
You'll
whatever.
stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
And then it happens. That's the evil guy.
Are we there yet? You know how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
They have a Hungarian flag.
You hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Halt!
What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting.
I can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To to the task!
Well, that's embarrassing.
Matilda!
No!
Fucking hell! My leg, damn it!
No! It's getting worse.
No, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
Oh boy.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at this guy again?
Put it in your belly. There are many of us in the woods.
Listen to me carefully. In the woods around us, we have dozens of archers and crossbowmen. If you don't surrender, we'll shoot you to pieces. We'll kill the rest the old-fashioned way.
Oh, shit. There's barely a dozen of you. If you could kill us all, you'd have done it already.
That's not true at all.
Oh boy.
There's more of us. Many more.
How many?
100.
A gross. And we have armor, hammers, and, and cannons.
And you're hiding in the forest with all that gear, right? Have at them. Kill those bastards.
It gets worse. Quick, gun him.
Yawn. Come on, man!
I couldn't pick my target. Not sure who's who. Obviously the guys with armor is better. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. Bleh. Okay. Let's just take out the sword. I couldn't identify my targets. I had trouble for a second.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard.
That missed. Why? The other guy's gonna kill me already. Bleh. Bleh. Okay, that handgun is trash. I can't aim with it. One more time. We'll get him. Let me just take my time and aim. There's a guy that always comes for me. This guy. Boom! There we go, that's better. Now reload before somebody else comes at us. Let me pick my targets. These guys in the middle. Wait, did I just miss everybody? I think I did. What the? How is that missing? Come on now. Finally. Keep it up. Having had two guns prepared was a good idea.
Are you waiting for orders from your wife? Fight!
That missed. Or hit the shield. Hard to tell.
You want to try me?
Hey, that's the last one.
Did I just miss? I think I just missed. How can I keep missing? Is the shield really blocking the bullet?
I can still take you. Another one.
Yeah, the shield is blocking the bullet. What the?
He's had it.
Uh-oh. Well, whatever. Lesson learned. Pistols, not so great. Give me the hunting crossbow instead. Hey. Can we head out?
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better.
I should have taken some loot. What a waste. But that's fine, we don't have anywhere to sell anyway.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
Nothing.
How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? Our old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubianka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first, you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and...
In Gutenberg?
Right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
Are you coming? I'll go alone.
All right, I'll go alone. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for a while anyway.
But we don't have time for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kubianka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
How will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
Sure.
I reckon I don't have a choice, do I?
I like that boy already. No pointless questions, just straight to the task.
We ask pointless questions.
Tell him where to find the bastards.
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived that fuck-up.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bahuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck. Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak, but who knows where they ended up.
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old pack.
In that case, there's no one else left.
Where should we look? Tell me more about them.
Well, you've only given me their names.
Come and see me before you head out.
I'll try to start by the... I'll look for the gang, I guess.
Liechtenstein can wait. I better look for the rest of your devil's pack.
Great. But be careful. I didn't recruit them for their pretty eyes. They're probably not going to be very friendly after what happened, so be nice to them.
I'll bear that in mind.
All right, go ahead. But don't forget, Catherine's waiting for you in Kuttenberg.
Let's stop here for today. That was fun-ish. Oh wait, let me learn about the Dry Devil. Originally named Hiniek, he was a fierce and fearless soldier who became famous as a robbery knight during the Moravian Margaret War. He repeatedly raided Austria in 1401 and 1402. Only after the escape of King Wenceslas did the Austrian Duke lose patience. So in 1404 he marched on Znamo with 12,000 soldiers, split by another 12,000. However, the Dry Devil knew about the campaign. When the enemy troops stood in front of the town, it was already fortified, and from substantial help from his friend Jan Sokol of Jemberg, he repelled the attack. It should be noted that the dysentery epidemic, which was spread among the enemy, to such an extent that both enemy nobles were infected, also contributed greatly to this. So the Dry Devil continued to pillage. Eventually, however, even Wenceslas ran out of patience, and had Hiniek imprisoned. He was soon released, but did not enjoy his freedom very long before he died in 1408. Well, that does sound like a robber baron. Anyway, let's stop here for today. Tomorrow, more of the same. Okay, bye.